Look at these three phrases: I used to drive, I'm used to driving, and I'm getting used to driving. They look almost identical on the page, but they function very differently. Mixing them up can leave your listener wondering if you're talking about a childhood memory or a challenge you're facing this morning. We're going to spend the next 5 minutes clearing up that confusion. By the end of this video, you'll have a 3-sentence life update that correctly uses all 3 forms. To get the most out of this, you should follow along. Open a blank document or grab a pen and paper now. Correctly navigating these nuances allows you to describe your personal growth and professional changes without the grammatical errors that often trip up intermediate learners. We start with describing a past habit. This is for a situation that was true once but is no longer true today. The formula is straightforward. The phrase used to followed by an infinitive verb.
Take this example from the British Council. She used to be a long-distance runner. This tells us she ran in the past, but she doesn't do it anymore. Just remember that the infinitive is the base form of the verb, the version you find in the dictionary, like to walk, to live, or to be. Write down sentence 1 now. Focus on one habit from your childhood that you have completely stopped doing. This first sentence acts as your baseline. It establishes the before state of your life so we can contrast it with your current situation in the next steps. Now we move to the new normal. This describes a situation in your life right now that you have already become familiar with. The formula changes here. We use the verb be, then used to, followed by either a noun or a verb ending in ing. For example, she's used to the city now. It means the city no longer feels strange or difficult to her. Write sentence 2. Choose a change in your current lifestyle that you now feel comfortable with. But what if you're still in the middle of a change? For that, we describe a transition, the process of becoming familiar with something new. Our third formula swaps be for get. We use get used to, followed again by a noun or an ing verb. Look at this example. I'm finding this new job hard, but I'll get used to it soon. The speaker is still adapting. Write sentence 3. Pick a current challenge in your life and describe how you are trying to adapt to it using this get formula. Notice how simply adding the words be or get moves your sentence from a finished past habit into your active present life. Before we finish, we need to audit your work. Look closely at the very last words of your 3 sentences. There is a common mistake here. It happens when you use the infinitive verb when you actually need the ing form. We can see it in this forum post. The user wrote, "I'm finally used to live without my family." Because they used the be form, I'm used to, the verb must end in ing. It should be, I'm finally used to living. Remember the rule. If you have be or get before the words used to, the verb that follows must end in ing. Take a moment to check your own paper right now. If you used be or get, make sure your verb has that ing ending. Learning to catch this specific error is what makes the difference between a sentence that sounds slightly off and one that is grammatically correct. Here is a finished model. I used to wake up late. Now I am used to waking up at 6 a.m. I am still getting used to drinking my coffee black. If your sentences follow this pattern, you've correctly applied 3 different grammatical structures to your own life story. Share your 3 sentences in the comments below for a quick community grammar check. Handling these small, subtle differences in timing and state is a highly practical step toward much clearer everyday communication. Mastering these specific micro rules helps you build a more reliable foundation for both your written and spoken English.